Okay. I wanted to ask if law enforcement has DNA. Everything I say is alleged. Do law enforcement have DNA in general? Just in general. Do law enforcement have DNA? Got eight of wands, so I'm definitely going to take that as a yes. And this is just a buffer question first, just to make sure that we get in, you know, what would seem like plausible information as far as truth and uh, rumors go. So I just wanted to make sure, we would assume that they do, in fact, have DNA of some sort, right? So let's just see what else real quick. And then I want to ask if they have Bryans after that. So the only card that came out is the Eight of Wands. Seven of Swords on top, though, and the Ten of Swords on the bottom. All right. Do law enforcement, in regards to the idaho4 unalive, and have Brian Kohberger's DNA? The suspect they currently have that's being charged with the unaliving of the four Idaho students. Does law enforcement have Brian Kohberger's DNA? Yes or no? Seven of Swords popped out here. I'm a mess. I'm looking a mess, y'all, but I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. Come on, Kim. Seven. So let's turn the light up on here. So we got the Seven of Swords first. All right, so let's see what else coming up. Then the Seven of Pentacles. Ooh, I don't want to make those type of allegations. Um, and it doesn't necessarily have to be law enforcement. It could just be somebody else allegedly. But it almost feel like, or this could be just what Brian says, okay? Allegedly, Brian could say that that was planted if they do in fact have it. But with the Seven of Swords, which I will clarify, and other cards came out, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups on the bottom, and Eight of Wands on top. So that's very interesting. Eight of Wands came out previously, and now it's on top here. Seven of Swords was on top. Eight. Anyway, let's clarify real quick. Why the Seven of Swords? So I'm not here to have an opinion about it. I'm just trying to get facts based off of what come out and what cards come out. And of course, this is just an energy read, and this is allegedly. So you know they're not necessarily facts unless it comes out. So, excuse me, Seven of Swords. Why are you here? The Three of Wands sideways here. What else? Tell me more for the Seven of Swords. The Page of Cups. Hmm. So, it could even just be because Seven of Swords is about, just like the Seven of Pentacles, planning, preparation, strategy to me. Also could be about deceit, stealing, things like that, manipulation, especially with the Page of Cups here as well. So it could just be that they thought they had something and just didn't turn out to be what they thought. Okay. So, but let's move on and see what else comes out. Let's say, why the Seven of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles. It kind of flipped around and landed. Let's see what else. The Tower. Huh. What the hell? And the Two of Wands. Let's see. Yeah. So it definitely feels like a big discovery. And with this energy, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, it feels like it's good. It feels positive. Only thing that got me a little, on the edge is the Seven of Swords. So let me see. One second. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna have to mute y'all for a second or two because my dogs be doing the most. All right. So Page of Wands. Why are you here? Excuse me. It is the Empress, the Four Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Emperor. So This could be his parents being defensive, right? In defense of him, their kid, because it is clarifying the Page of Wands. And it's the Nine of Wands here, battle energy. So again, like they've already stated, they're, reserving the right to judge their child based off him being their child, and also because they don't have any information yet. So, excuse me. The last card is the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. The Devil. What else? And so, since like I always say, the Knight of Pentacles for me is observing something, taking a harder look at some, a deeper look. The Devil is about attachments and being tied down to something. With those um, definitions, and I added to the context of the question we asked, again, it will make me feel like they have something that they feel is concrete, and it could possibly be not as concrete as they thought. But I could definitely be reading this wrong. They could have concrete evidence. This Seven of Swords could be Brian thinking that he's going to get away with it, allegedly, right? Give me more, please, and thank you for the Knight of Pentacles. It's the Knight of Pentacles. What else? One more, since we got the same card. But that goes to say, you guys, that it's a second look. If the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Devil, this goes to say that they could be taking a second look at something, and it could be in their favor or against. Okay, but we have the Five of Wands is the last card that came out. So again, it's giving me the same energy from all the other questions, and I have been just trying to ask questions in a different way just to see if they, excuse me, just to see if things keep lining up, because sometimes it can be tough when in this situation where we got law enforcement, somebody or a group of people that we are supposed to be able to trust, and I'm not saying we can or can't, but they're saying one thing and we're supposed to trust them, right? But I'm getting something different. So that doesn't mean that I know better than the police or anything like that. It just means that I'm getting something different, and that's just that. So I want them to catch the guy. I want them to get the right guy. You know what I mean? So in my hand is the Four of Cups and the Six of Wands. So even if there's a setback, I am seeing a victory. I believe the victory is in law enforcement space, because we did ask if they have um, evidence, DNA. So even if it's some type of hiccup, I feel like eventually they will, you know, get it together and this will be solved. But for me, with the question we asked and what came up here, I feel like there could be something's just not, it's a conflict with whatever they found. Okay. Now, this conflict could again just be maybe Brian allegedly decides to get, what's the word I want to use? He decides to be difficult now after allegedly he's willing to cooperate as far as coming here, coming to Idaho. I say here, Idaho, and clear his name, or just being cooperative allegedly, right? So, and then maybe he turns around and he sees what they have and now he wants to be difficult. So it could be that. I'm going to clarify one last time, and that'll be the end of this video. All right, so last time, this deck is so big. All right, so last time, do law enforcement have Brian Kohberger's DNA? Do they have his DNA? The spiritual strength is here. What else? Material harvest, which is that Ten of Pentacles again. That's two nines. Hmm. Maybe that's when we'll get the most details, or when we'll get some real details. And then we have the Tower came after that. So I'm not sure what to think, y'all. It's just a lot of back and forth energy I'm getting. It's like, oh yes, 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 we're celebrating. We got it. We got something. Okay. And then it's like, let me take another look at that. That's what it feels like. So we have firm foundation on the top, which would be good, right? And then we have destiny on the bottom. So with that destiny coupled with the four, I just feel like eventually they'll get it together. But again, I could be wrong. They could have it together right now. They could have it. You know what I mean? Um, Hmm. All right, y'all. That's what I got.